This is probably my first video. I'm walking these trails right now, so hopefully I'm not shaking around too much, and I'm gonna throw up all the information that I need to throw up on the screen. Today, I'm about to give y'all 4 signs you are fighting a spirit of chaos in your life. Now, we can't deduct all thoughts as a spirit of chaos, all thoughts that we don't necessarily like, because some of them could be guidance from God or wisdom, but you'll know after this video clearly what is and what isn't. The first sign, intrusive thoughts that are not adjacent to your identity, not adjacent to scripture. Things like, I'm gonna die, I'm going broke, my family's gonna die. Things that kind of never bring us peace and actually bring us fear. Because you know what? God doesn't give us a spirit of fear. The second sign is if these thoughts completely throw you off your day and kill your inertia. That is a spirit of chaos. That is the resistance that we're all fighting when it comes to achieving our purpose. So, I can't say that if you're incredibly fat and you're eating like crap and you go, oh, I'm gonna die. That might not be the spirit of chaos, but the spirit of chaos is like, you'll never recover. You'll never come back from this. All these things that take your day to day and just squander it, throw it to the side. And now you're just stuck in a loop, totally unpresent, worried about things that aren't gonna happen. Third sign, which I'm gonna put a slash, I really got 5 signs, but the third sign is that it doesn't align with God's will. And not only does it not align with God's will, it makes you curse God. Maybe not curse God, but act out towards him. So, why God, why am I dealing with this? This isn't fair. You're not fair. I'm just gonna go do this instead because you're not doing anything for me. God says he has plans to prosper us and not hurt us, to give us a new life. So if these intrusive thoughts like, I'm gonna die, and you don't really have any empirical evidence for that, that's not from God. That's not from God. And you have to understand the way these evil spirits work. It's kind of like a chain of command. So the first one that can get you can lead you to the next ones. So you see, it's very easy to go from a spirit of chaos and intrusive thoughts to a spirit of strife and wrath because you're angry about it. And next thing you know, you're opening doors to evil spirits. That's why it's so key that you get in the scripture. The fourth sign, which coincides with the third sign, is that sin kind of keeps these thoughts or this chaos at bay. The points of the most resistance in our life is when we're making breakthroughs. You have to realize that the devil knows your timeline, or at least can understand, because he's seen it before from other people. Like Christ, for example, he saw that Christ was about to become and do that work, and he tried to tempt him with power over everything. Come to find out, Christ already had power over everything. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you're fighting intrusive thoughts about whatever, say you're trying to get off of weed, what happens when you smoke the weed? It stops. If you're fighting lust, you're finally done with it. What stops the intrusive thoughts? Well, what's your first go-to when these intrusive thoughts hit you? What's like, oh, this will calm me down? That's not from God. I actually wanted to add a bonus. I originally had it at 5, and I kind of combined 2. The 5th is agents of chaos in your life will reveal themselves. So, if you're trying to quit weed, if you're trying to quit fornicating, guess what's gonna happen? Girl in the red dress is gonna come around with a blunt in her hand. Maybe not that specifically, but if you're trying to quit drugs, the people in your life that do drugs are gonna start acting out. They might start get really giving. They might start get condescending and be attacking you because the demons in them sense that you're shifting and you're trying to break through. You can't take that stuff personally. You can't at all. If you're just growing spiritually, you start making those convictions, even your family members are going to start looking at you like you're weird or something's wrong with you because they're not used to seeing you at that frequency. You have to take that for what it is. Don't take it personally. We all can be portals for wicked activity. But that's why we have to guard our hearts, guard our eyes, and be in the Word, and have prayer life. Like, always be praying. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in there. Next video I do will definitely be set up a little bit better, but I feel like I gave some knowledge, something, I guess. Those were all signs of my life. Let me know if y'all can relate. And feel free to stick around for the journey. We're trying to take over, not me, but God. Yeah.